Hello guys, welcome back to another scenario. Today we're going to take a look of a scenario where the most powerful countries join forces and unite into a single nation. So as US, Canada, just kidding, not Canada, the US, China, Russia, UK, Germany, South Korea, France, Japan, Saudi Arabia, and Israel. Today these guys form a single union. As you can see, I raised borders of some of these. And the first place to take notes is Ukraine. Without some NATO aid, Ukraine is about to get very brutal invaded by Russia and also other allies. Ukraine can hold for a long time, but they can hold forever. And yeah, Ukraine being invaded along the border. They went pretty well for them. Until it doesn't. And the Russians are getting pushed back in some areas that they just rapidly invaded. And don't you worry, their ally Belarus is not the ally anymore. And they got easy access to the capital Kiev and marked into Sumy. And yeah, this is not good for Ukraine. They were a settlement here, and this entire area used to be Russians. With that reason, toying on the short, Russia is going full on offense now to take a lot more glory of the land. And a lot of Ukraine refugees evacuate to Poland or Moldova. We see them successfully holding off these guys, but they are not matched for the Chinese as invading the nation as well. Keep in mind, this is a massive union state. And Ukraine just surrenders. Alright, peace treaty. It wasn't that easy. It wasn't that easy for the war. And we can see the peace treaty for annexation by Russia. What else? What else is new? There we go. We have a fit old Russia that coming into play. The next invasion is Germany, is the Germans and the French, the Somme nations, the Benelux. They were successful in invading all three nations, and peace treaty is for annexation. What else is new? These guys just want to get stronger. Look at this, much better. UK decided to invade. Wait, I did not have UK on there. Oops. Sorry, UK. Did not mean to pull you not in the thingy, whatever you wanna call it. So I got you in. They decided to invade Ireland. People from Northern Ireland invaded Ireland Republic of Ireland, Charter of Dublin, matter of weeks, and the nation soon falls. Peace treaty is for annexation. Then these nations are not stopping unless a giant collision. These guys are getting stronger and stronger every passing day. There we go. Great Britain is now unified. That's going to happen right here. It's probably fine about it. I just thought to myself. The UK got their lands back and that made them into a global superpower. The thing is massive. And then we have North Korea getting invaded. I was very Bagul. You know, for an annexation of the entire alliance. So South Korea can be a lot better. South Korea and China can be connected. And then we have Georgia. Georgia decided to give up their lands to Russia in order to survive their amongst invasions. South Carolina and Switzerland soon be into Russian hands. With those two lands annexed by Russia, this is a pretty weird map. Azerbaijan to save Georgia, Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Georgia united to a single Democratic Republic. I know Armenia and Azerbaijan hate each other, but I don't really care. It's the only way they will save each other from the older doors. And they decided to unite with Turkey. It's a pretty chill. And they now have a border with very one place union. Now time for from connection. I forgot to show you in Israel. Remember war in Ukraine ended, but Israel decided to go out to Palestine because no one is looking at them. And they also counter Oman. Well, Oman is right here. Sorry. Lebanon. Sorry. And then we have another war. This time it's not being on either side fault. Try to change the shoulders. The Middle East, we get to fill in Israel. There we go. The rest of the Middle East region have enough. Yemen, Oman, the UAE, Qatar, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Egypt, Jordan, Syria. Syria won't be in war because they are recovering from their civil war thing, whatever you want to call it. I'm not laughing about Syria. I'm laughing about how many people died in the Syrian civil war. It's shuddering cause of war. Sorry, I had to move this. So all the Union states decided to go to Israel and start ready for defense, and a huge war broke out. Right away, we see Egypt invading to Israel. They have past of history with the war. And we have 6 days war. And then we have a joint operation between Oman and the UAE forces marching over the border. Not to worry, these guys are not fighting submarine troops, they are fighting the American troops as well. But they are sure to respond because they're doing something back at home. You see Yemen moving up. You see Egypt surprisingly chapter with Israel capital with Jordan. And all the troops is now up here now. Thank God who's joined the war on their side. Even though Turkey is not part of this union, they're gonna go ahead and join them on their side because Russia wanted there to access to the nations that they wanted to attack. I feel like it was just happening. So going to Iran, we see Turkish troops occupied Azerbaijan, move in. Rest of Black Sea move in to report Turkey invasion. But also occupied a small suburban land ranging around the fence. Well, it's already about to fall in no time. We see Iraq and Jordan troops going to here. So my camera is really messed up right now, but I don't know what's wrong with it. Maybe my thing is causing it. Whatever, I don't know if it later. And we see in the make sure that it's on the right layer. We see Iran pushing back the Turkish troops, but they didn't push them back to their border. Saudi Arabia decided to get this matter to their own hands and invade Yemen. Yeah, they literally invaded Yemen, slaughtering the people, but not the Houthis, but not other things. And they just invaded into Oman. Oman is said to fall back their forces from Saudi Arabia. Just half of their forces. And still battle around even though they being invaded. And they were cut in half. They were cut by Saudi troops. American troops are the full response and invaded Yemen Island right here. But you also invaded here. And American troops in Saudi Arabia is pushing back, but invasion force up here. If you want to learn more about my channel, please comment about my channel. And yeah, we see Russia and Turkish troops moving in to this lake, as well as right here. You know, this scenario is not be fictional without alliances, so this scenario is not even a real scenario. It won't actually happen in real life. It could happen. But we see a huge American invasion in southern Iran. Yeah, freedom, democracy. Well, by the way, it's not an American video, so sorry, Americans. And Saudi Arabia down to free their lands. With a lot of their forces up to sleeve, they push back these guys here, and they push these guys here, although they have heavy losses. They invade Qatar and part of the UAE. Oman is being watchful of the allies being demolished. They just lost their ability to fight Saudi Arabia on all sides. The US is really mad at them. Kuwait is gone. All their Iraqi coastline is gone too. And soon will be Iran's. With American troops now inbound in the region, yeah, they make several landings. American troops made several landing attempts. Saudi Arabia invaded from here, and we can see global collapse. Global or total? Oops, I did not mean to do that. Total collapse of Oman. And Oman does what? Oman surrenders. The UAE also surrendered as after the loss of defeat to push those defense lines back. Not just Iran, Iraq, Jordan, and Egypt and Yemen. Just again, Yemen surrenders. After a brutal invasion. This entire land is no more. But the Houthis didn't surrender, so American troops with Solarian troops now pushing the last remaining pieces of Yemen. Now we're going back to here. Israel got negative access by Turkey, and they're starting to push Egypt and Jordan back. Otherwise, they invade Jordan, as well as Saudi troops invading Jordan. They meet up and supplies and weapons can go through Borneo Strait. With Jordan cut in two, they offer peace. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, buddy. And Israel puts back relatively interesting forces with Jordan troops. Egypt say this is not going fair, and that's what Israel doing the 6 days war. Failing them, but they did better. The Turkish help, they were able to get very far into here. The Turkey need Israel help with Iran. This is no problem to the US because the US bought their big guns. They push their forces rapid speeds and invade and capture the capital city. Turkey did the same with Russia and captured the Iran capital. Don't know the name, so comment down below. And both nations surrenders. Alright, take a look at this history. Yeah, I got a lot to do here. Great. Stupid. Sorry. Let's start with Egypt. Free. Oops, sorry about that. Oops. this piece really nothing much has changed for a few things. But overall nothing much has changed. Just kidding, a lot of stuff has changed. Over here we have Yemen getting like eating alive, so is Oman, UAE. Iraq is no longer be exist. Iran are eating, and we pretty much is victory. You want to enjoy more of this video? This is part 1, part 2 will be sooner or later. When you guys subscribe in peace, enjoy, and snap that subscribe button and hit that bell icon for more of my videos. Goodbye, everybody.